Alright, so once you loosely have this bracket mounted on there, go ahead and put a little blue tape in the area you think you're going to mount it in. So for us, it's going to be lining up here, and his transom mount transducer is right on the other side. So we're just aligning them to look the same. And then you're going to hold your bracket up. And you want to make sure that this is not sticking below the hull. As this is not a transducer, we're not trying to read anything. We don't want any spray or anything like that coming from this. Once you find your location, draw on your blue tape. If I could get my pen to work. Now I know where my bracket's going. So once you get your screws taken out and you got just your bracket, you take that over, you're gonna mark your 4 holes. You can either use a Sharpie pen or just the bit itself like I did, and then you're gonna go ahead and drill your holes for your 4 mounting screws. Do not forget to countersink the holes so you don't crack the gel coat. You can do this by using a larger drill bit in reverse, or just using your Phillips bit. Verify you've countersunk enough. We're good, we're good, we're good, and we're good. Time for silicone. So now that you've got your silicone, you can use your silicone of your choice. Needs to be underwater rated. We use Life Seal from Boat Life. You can find the links to this in the description below. You could use 4200. I wouldn't recommend using 5200 as that's very aggressive for holding in some screws. You're just trying to seal this hole. It just needs to be underwater rated. Boat Life Seal is great. Alright, time to grab the camera and get it mounted. Alright, so you're going to grab your camera. You're going to do the ReefScope logo facing out. And you're going to thread them into the camera. Alright, so as I mentioned, we have a Garmin black clamshell over there, the plastic one that they use, so we are mirroring that over here. On this one, this is an unnecessary step for your installation. We've got it all measured out of where the other one was, but if you do have any other clamshells going through the back of the vessel, might be a good idea to mirror it to this side or the location that you're putting your ReefScope camera on. Just keep everything aesthetically pleasing at the back of the boat. Alright, so after you find a good suitable location for mounting this clamshell and putting your wire through, always look behind the transom where you're going to be drilling through and make sure there's no issues with wires, plumbing, stringers, anything like that. Alright, we made a pilot hole. Now let's go in. Alright, so after you got your hole drilled through your transom, feed your wire through. And either go in there and grab it or have somebody else grab it for you. Alright, after you got your wire fed through, you can test fit your clamshell. And then you can also grab the supplied wire clips. And this will allow you to fasten this wire up the transom. Next, you'll be installing your clamshell after you've got your wire ties going up. You want to, if you're using the ReefScope clamshell, it's a stainless clamshell, make sure you have the hole covered completely. On that one, on that clamshell, you'll be installing 3 screws, and this one we're just doing 2. On the clamshell that comes with the ReefScope camera, you can drill a much smaller hole for the wire to pass through. This Garmin clamshell, we have to use the 7/8 hole that this shell has. Next, after you have all your holes drilled for the clamshell, you're going to fill this hole with sealant. Again, we use Life Seal by Boat Life. You can use 4200. It just has to be underwater rated, as this area when you come off of a plane does get wet. We use Life Seal as if this ever had to be replaced, it can come out with a little bit of work, unlike 4200 and 5200 requires a lot of work. It's a good idea to put a little bead on the inside of your clamshell as well. You can always clean up extra mess, but this way you know everything is sealed completely. And there you have it. This portion of the ReefScope install is done on the transom of the boat. Another idea you'll want to do is place something on the ground so you can orient the screen correctly. We've placed a pen and a tape measure on the screen. If you do need to reverse the screen on a Garmin, you'll go to Options, Video Setup, and you'll change your mirroring and rotation to correctly orient this picture. Now this customer has a full 1080p high-def camera underneath of his boat. Alright, so that wraps up the install of the ReefScope Rover T1.